Good morning, St. Lucia. Welcome back. Now, let me tell you, you cannot be more excited than I am because I am here with our very own Island Man, our 2016 Soca Monarch King. How are you?
Yeah, I good. They're holding on it, I know.
Now, listen, we were in search of him. And we came down to his zone, his element. We are in Fire City Central.
Fire City Irish.
Fire City Aeration. That is the name of his business. So, if you didn't know, there's so much more to Isla Man besides just the artist. He is an entrepreneur. So, before we even get into the soca vibes, tell us about your business and Fire City Aeration.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just opened, a little cook shop because I always cooking from time. Actually, I could do everything from mason, carpentry. I'm a fisherman. I'm a farmer. Just name it. And I just decided to, come central and open a little business. Because I started off where I used to sell in a vehicle. We had my little place, Agad, and I just end up here, Fire City Irish. And could get the best fish meals, soy and salt fish meals, yeah.
So, Isla, tell us what's your most popular or your signature dish here?
Well, actually, everybody like the Creole sauce, the fried fish, and you do the Creole sauce. People tell me that is the best fish Creole sauce they ever taste.
All
It
right.
tastes like their granny, and their granny used to cook for them.
So, a revolution, home cooking.
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
All right, good vibes. Well, tell us, and tell St. Lucia, when are you open? Do you serve breakfast or is it just lunch? And when they can come down and check you
Okay.
out.
Well, actually, I serve breakfast from about 6:30 up. I have cucumber salad with tomato and lettuce in it. I have soya, saltfish, and tofu, and some toloma or cocoa tea.
All right, great. So, of course, if you wanted ital, you wanted good, you can come down here. Now, I cannot help but notice, of course, the name of your restaurant is Fire City Iration, and that's something. Once we hear a track and we hear Fire City people, we know that's Island Man. So, where did Fire City come from?
Yeah, well, actually, when I do my first tune 2006, which is Catch a Fire, like whilst I was doing ad-lib, because I never planned Fire City. Whilst I doing ad-libs, I just come up with Fire City people and it just stick.
Now, just like the name, it just catch a fire because everybody, once we hear a track and we hear Fire City, we know it's Island Man, and that was like one of the catchiest phrase. And I mean, I have liked your music from long, like even times, even back like when you had Never Know We Bad So and
2008, yeah.
exactly
That year I
oh
was
eight.
third in the local soca monarch and I was second in the Caribbean soca. Yeah, man.
Right. And you know what? You have been pretty consistent, even in the past, coming out with some really good songs, getting good reception. Because many a times I'd be down on the field and I know I jumping up with the crowd and we doing it, following your music. So, where did your passion for music start?
Well, I started just wrong. Maybe under some top local reggae acts like Ricky D and his brother Scruntapi. I started around them freestyling. I started in the reggae vibe. In the reggae vibe, actually did shows in the reggae already with Junior Kelly, Warrior King. I did Prophecy of Capleton. Time they used to have the zone. I don't even know you remember the zone.
Yes.
I do TOK Vegas and yeah man. And then after I just end up in the soca vibe, 2006. Yeah, man.
Great. Now, one question, of course, because you had a little break from soca music, and then you just came out again this year, and you really just mash it up. You came out for the crown. So, how comes you had that pause in music?
Yeah, well, I just took a pause. Not that I wanted to, but through maybe the producers maybe focus on the main artist, so you find you're not getting that much attention. And I just maybe do one track. I never went on stage and just lay back, and until the right time where I could do that great comeback.
All right, great. Now, take us through that moment whilst you were performing on stage, and then, of course, when they were about to announce the results, and you heard that you were the king.
Well, actually, I tell them I was taking it already enough time before that, because I was focused and I was determined. And from the review I was getting from the people, and the people say, I we come and support you, and and the reviews on the song and plus the video, I just know everything was luck. Because different brethren used to tell me the street talking and the street says you. So I time the streets talk and the people say, because the voice of the people is the voice of God.
All
Yeah.
right, good vibes. So, with your music, like even your song this year, Mad Mad, where did you write your own song? Do you even do your own music?
Yeah, well, I do my own songs, but actually, Panman, No Excitement Studio, when I link him, he tell me, I'll have an idea for you already, you know. From you tell me you have the idea couple of years. So it's just me that to go there and we just vibe. I put in my flavor, put in maybe little edges, but yeah, the main structure of the song. Because you know you already know my vibe and what you're looking for. So I just had to put in that flavor and just make it happen, you know.
That's Imran. Imran. All right. Well, shout out to Imran as well, helping to put good music and the collaboration. So, this is our monarch.
Shout out Shannon Labon, you know, management, plus the camp dancers and, you know, the Fire City team, the Fire City people, all the hustlers, you know, because when I say Fire City people, it's worldwide, it don't matter, it's all the hustlers and the strugglers, the people that work hard to send their children to school every day, and, you know, that is the vibe.
All right. Well, listen, I can't say it any better than that. So, Fire City people, big up yourself. This is our own Monarch Islandman, and as you can see, his presence is just calming. He's humble. So, the Monarch has not gone to his head, and we are going to look out for much more from him. And of course, come and check out Fire City Iration for some of the best ITAL cooking right here in Castries. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good morning, St. Lucia. Hope you're feeling good today. I'm very excited because we are at the National Archives and I am here with Margot Thomas. And since it's Emancipation Weekend coming up, there's so much for us to learn, and she's going to tell us more about emancipation here in the islands.
Thank you very much. Emancipation Day is one of the most important holidays, holy days in St. Lucia, because it is a day when we celebrate the abolition of slavery. Many people are of the view that we shouldn't talk about slavery because it is not a very interesting subject. It is something that brings to mind what was not good for black people. But it is a day we should remember because slavery is just, we were emancipated on the 1st of August, 1834 by an act of parliament which went into effect 1833. That's when it was passed. But the slaves were emancipated in 1834, although at that time, only those 6 years and under were actually emancipated. The young children and adults still had to work for 4 more years during an apprenticeship period, and we were fully emancipated in 1838. And I just want to let our people know that when we talk about Emancipation Day, 1st of August 1834, it was only for the British territories. The French, the Spanish, they had their emancipation afterwards. And in fact, the last country where slavery was abolished was actually Cuba in 1886. For the United States, it was 1865. For the French and Danish, it was 1848. So abolition of slavery did not all occur at the same time for all the countries that were enslaved. And I would just want to stress that if you were to take your minds back to 1834 and a little beyond that, in those days, the enslaved people had no voice. Now we can talk. I listen to the talk shows and everybody is giving his or her opinion. But then during slavery, we would just chattel. We were non-persons. You know, so we could not speak up. We had no voice. We could not give our opinion. But now we are able to do that, and we must be very thankful, and we must treasure the fact that we are free. And this is why I like this particular day, the 1st of August, because it makes me realize that as a black person, there came the time when we were liberated. Now, some people say that we are not entirely free, and it depends on how you look at it, but I think I am very free because I can use my mind in a creative way. I can be an inspiration to other people. I can choose, and with choice, I can choose to do what is morally right. So I am free.
St. Lucia, I hope you listened very attentively because everything Margot said is so real and, of course, with so much passion. So this is just another reason why you need to come over, visit the National Archives. It's a wealth of knowledge. Margot herself is full of the knowledge, and I know she's always willing and ready to share that information. By the way, I'd like to mention she also has a book, From Slavery to Freedom, so you can come over here, check it out. It will give you that timeline from emancipation and as it unraveled throughout the Caribbean. So come and check it out. And again, you need to know your history, because if you do not know your past, we do not know where we're going, and we will take so much privileges that we have right now for granted. So we're at the National Archives. We're here with Margot. Hope you enjoyed it. Come and give them a visit. Come and learn your culture and history. So we'll see you soon. Hey, St. Lucia, guess what? So we caught up with Mrs. Kathy Sammy, and we are here because she's going to tell us all about the Darren Sammy Foundation.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, Kathy. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. Like you said, Darren Sammy Foundation was launched about 2 weeks ago. Our first fundraiser was the sale of paraphernalia, merchandise, logoed with branded, with the Darren Sammy Foundation logo. We have shirts, caps, bags, sizes for kids and adults, and we're just urging St. Lucians to support the foundation. You know, brand yourself with the Darren Sammy logo, and all of the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, are going towards the foundation to aid in youth development and empowerment.
Fantastic. Now, with, of course, the St. Lucia Zooks making everybody proud, the stadium now officially being named after Darren, there's so much big things in the pipeline, and then, of course, we have the foundation coming out. Where did the idea or the concept of that come from?
Well, it was his dream for many years to do something for St. Lucia, to give back in a big way. He always did it under the microscope to assist kids, and he really felt that if he was to make an impact, to do something that is substantial, it will have to be on a national market, on a national scale, and everybody would have to know about it. So it's been something about 5 years he's been planning, and it's taken some time to get it out of the woodwork and here for everybody to see, but we're just happy that it's finally here and we can assist the youth of St. Lucia to achieve their dreams and realize those dreams.
Great. Now, if you didn't know, Kathy is the vice president of the foundation, so she's like the chief lady holding the fort down. Yes. So just tell us a little bit about your duties and how it's been so far. I mean, we know it's pretty new, but how it's been for you so far?
It's been good so far. With my husband Gordon, who is the president and founder of the foundation, a lot of it falls on me, but it's easy because he has an idea in his head about what he wants, and it's easy to just delegate as to how to go about doing those things. So, I mean, everything I'm doing, it's coming directly from him. So, I mean, St. Lucians would appreciate that. But it's been good. We have some stuff outlined for the future. Another event we have coming up is the a fundraising gala dinner, which is going to be at the Sandals Grand, and we invite corporate St. Lucian and public and private sector to donate to the foundation, to come and hear a little bit more about the foundation. There we will go in depth about the criteria and how people can attain sponsorship from the foundation and how you can give donations to the foundation as well.
All right, great. So, Kathy, just tell St. Lucia, tell us where we can find, if anybody wants to contact the foundation, and, you know, if you are on social media, how we can reach you all.
Yes. So August 10th is the official launch of the foundation. We have a website, Facebook, and Instagram to be launched on that date. So mark that in your calendar, August 10th. All the information that you would need would be on there on the website and the Facebook page. We are located at the Baywalk Mall kiosk. If you want to still get your hands on a shirt or a hat, we'll be here to serve you.
Perfect. So guess what, St. Lucia? It's not only about cricket, lovely cricket, but there's also that philanthropic arm of it. So come out, support. Darren is part of our own. Something so much for us to be proud of. Support the Zooks, and of course, it's a worthy cause. So make sure you check them out.